Welcome to Living Healthy and Aging Well. My name is Ken Haglund, and we are broadcasting live from the AM 950 radio station that overlooks beautiful Bryant Lake Regional Park, located in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. We are on the air every Saturday from noon to 1 to talk about your health and your life. We cover a wide range of topics to help you and your loved ones improve your quality of life. I am glad to be here with you today, and I hope all of you listening are doing well. It is frigid in Minnesota, and I appreciate all the condolences that I get from around the country of people that text in and let me know the weather coming up. It's amazing how I get calls or texts from Florida or Alabama or Colorado or wherever, and they say, hey, how's that sub-zero temperature going to be for you this week? And so I don't even need my weather forecast. I got people that text me that throughout the week. So, again, I appreciate all of you doing that. Thank you for that. What a great week. I have met the most amazing people this week. Every week I do. I'm in a profession that gets a chance to meet a lot of people. And one of those people that I've met recently is here with me today, Jennifer, and we're going to talk about Green Mill of Lakeville. It's a restaurant. It's the first time in our 4 years that we're going to have someone representing a restaurant. But this is really important because these restaurants have just opened up here in Minnesota last month and under still restrictions, but they are open. And I'll tell you, folks, people need to get out and socialize and patronize our restaurants, not only here in the Twin Cities, but also across the country. But we're going to talk about that. A lot of great things going on in the restaurant industry, and one of my favorites is Green Mill. I'm there, it seems like once a week, since our office is a block away, and the people there are phenomenal. And you're going to meet somebody who is just amazing. She manages that restaurant, and we're going to talk about Green Mill and the restaurant hospitality industry today. So if you have any questions, be sure and give us a call. The other thing I want to mention here is that we get several calls and texts about previous shows, and one of those shows that I keep getting calls on was my conversation with Kristen Rupp. Now, she's from the MacPhail Center for Music. Now, that's a nonprofit organization located here in the Twin Cities of Minnesota. And this is one of the oldest and largest community music schools in the country. And they pride themselves on being a resource for music learning for all ages. Now, Kristen, who is the MacPhail Music for Life manager, this is a program offering music lessons, classes, and musical ensembles for people that are specifically over 55 and older. And these programs are all done online in the comfort of your own home. There's no need to get all bundled up and travel in the frigid Minnesota weather we're having. This is all done online, but it creates a great social experience for people, especially for our seniors who just really need that connection, especially a music connection. So it's whether it's learning a new instrument or exploring topics in music history or even joining an ensemble online, the MacPhail Center for Music has opportunities for adults who want to pursue their interest in music. As we discussed on the show, music has been shown to have many health benefits, including improving cognitive abilities in the brain. And we talked about the word neuroplasticity last show. And it also helps in maintaining and improving fine motor skills, boosting mood, and increasing the opportunity for socialization. The MacPhail Music for Life teaching artists strive to provide experiences that will keep you engaged and excited to explore the world of music. For more information, call Kristen at 612-321-0100. Once again, 612-321-0100. Or you can visit them at macphail.org. That's MACPHAIL.org. We also received several calls about one of our new sponsors. It's this air purifier that I've been using here at home and in my office that disinfects not only the air, but also disinfects the surfaces in the area. And after extensive research, our team found that this solution from Aeris Technology uses an exclusive technology called ActivePure that's been developed by NASA to keep the astronauts safe while they're in space. And it's now being used in hospitals, medical clinics, senior communities, restaurants, schools, actually anywhere people gather. And it's a portable unit. In fact, I have it here in the radio studio right now. I always bring it in with me, and it disinfects the studio. So I want to make sure that people know about this, because people have called and asked us, how are you keeping your families and your patients and your coworkers safe? Well, this is what I use, both in home and in our medical practice. So if you have any questions about this, listen, call the Minnesota Health Institute at 952-270-0345, and they can give you a free, no-obligation demonstration, help you understand the technology behind it. It's just phenomenal. It kills viruses, bacteria, COVID, influenza. It just disinfects the room. It's almost like opening up your roof and letting the sunshine in, and it just disinfects everything. So don't wait to get the peace of mind of having this technology in your home or office to keep you and your loved ones healthy and safe. All right, I want to thank all of you that do leave messages on our radio show phone line. We appreciate hearing from you, and we welcome your questions and comments. We learn so much from you guys, and I just really appreciate you taking the time to let us know what you're thinking. And also, please let us know of topics or guests you would like for us to have on future shows. We are here to help you improve your quality of life, so call or text us anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, on our radio show phone, and that number is 612-999-3426. We look forward to hearing from you. Now, we are adding new listeners to the show each week, not only here in the Twin States of Minnesota, but also throughout the country. So you can find our podcasts for all of our shows on the AM 950 radio website, and we can also be found on Apple iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and many other streaming services. Now, if you are interested in giving us a call today and you have a question for us, please give us a call. You can get to us two ways. First, you can ask your question live on the air by calling the AM 950 radio station, and our friendly show producer, Patrick, will answer the call and get your information on the air. So that number is 952-946-6205. Once again, 952-946-6205 to get your question live on the air. Otherwise, you can directly text me your question here in the studio at 612-999-3426. All right, enough of that. I want to get to my guest today. I'm so excited to have Jennifer here with me. Jennifer Beege, she is the general manager of Green Mill Restaurant and Bar in Lakeville, Minnesota, which is located literally a block from my office. And she's going to be sharing her perspective on the importance of the service industry in our communities. Now, Jennifer has a passion, which you will find out here, for hospitality, business development, and promoting a positive staff culture, all of which will influence her guest dining experience. And I can attest to that. And she's also very big on a community connection and the engagement with the communities. So welcome to the show, Jennifer.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
This is great to have you. It's been a crazy year, 2020.
Yes, it has.
Especially, not only in our medical practice, we work with so many people in the community, in Lakeville, Dakota County, South Metro. But I know you guys were just really hit hard, had tremendous challenges this year. And I just, number one, I know that you guys are back at it now. It's been a few weeks since the Minnesota State allows restaurants to reopen. In different parts of the country have different things. So if you're listening in a different state, your regulations may be different. But here in Minnesota, we were closed down since November, before Thanksgiving. Remember that? It was November 20th, yep, where they closed down restaurants and bars, and it made for a real lonely holiday
yes.
season for not only you guys in the hospitality industry, but also for all of us as customers. But welcome to the show. We've only got a couple minutes in this first segment, but give us a little bit about your background. The audience loves to hear about you and kind of what your background is, and then how you got into the hospitality industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer. I've been the general manager of the Green Mill in Lakeville for just a little over a year now. Prior to that, I was at a sister location at the Crooked Pint in Maplewood. I have been in the hospitality industry for over 13 years now, serving thousands of guests and working with hundreds of different employees. How I got in my current profession, I started when I was 16 years old as a host. ever since I started, I just grew a strong passion for the industry itself, serving so many different customers on their best day, their worst day, and we just get to invite them into the restaurant and make them have a great time, and that's what I love about it. We meet so many different people, and ever since then, I worked my way up in the industry and continue to do that to this day.
Well, I can tell you, because you're so close to our office here at our organization, I was over there last week and had a chance to do a colleague of mine. We were interviewing somebody, and it's just a great place to go. It's not too loud, it's not too quiet, and it really meets the needs of a lot of different constituencies in the community. So it's a great place to go. I encourage people to check it out. We're going to talk much more about all that here in the next 3 segments. So if you do have any questions, give us a call, 952-946-6205. Time for a short break, folks. We'll be right back to continue our conversation with Jennifer Beege. She is the general manager of Green Mill Restaurant and Bar in Lakeville, Minnesota, and we're talking about the importance of the service industry in our communities and her passion for hospitality, business development, and creating a great staff culture to support her guest dining experience here. So, again, you are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well. I am Ken Haglund, and this is going to be a great program. Please stay with us. Welcome back, folks. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well, where we talk about your health and ways to improve your quality of life. My name is Ken Haglund, and joining me today in the main studio here at AM 950 is Jennifer Beege. She is the general manager of Green Mill Restaurant and Bar in Lakeville, Minnesota. And we are talking about the importance of the service industry in our communities and, of course, her passion for hospitality, business development, and promoting a positive staff culture to support her guest dining experience and the community connection and engagement with the restaurant and the people that they serve throughout the Lakeville area. If you have any questions for us, please give us a call. I know a lot of you who listen are in either the healthcare or the hospitality industries, and because you text me all the time, and I appreciate that. But feel free to give us a call, 952-946-6205, or you can text us at 612-999-3426. Before we return to our conversation with Jennifer, I want to mention this program is brought to you in part each week by Minnesota Hospice. Now, Minnesota Hospice is an independent physician-owned medical practice serving our local communities with innovative and comprehensive end-of-life health care. Now, please do not wait to ask us questions about end-of-life care. We find so many people don't want to even approach the subject of hospice care until it's too late. And this is a healthcare program that is delivered to your door, to your home, and it has no cost to you or your family. It's already been prepaid for through the Medicare benefit. So please don't wait. Before you need it, call us and let us explain to you the great benefits of hospice care. It's not what you think it is. So please give the people at Minnesota Hospice a call. Their number is 952-898-1022. Once again, 952-898-1022. And you know what? We have nurses that answer the phone 24/7. So if you have a question this weekend or a concern, give us a call. You can always visit us at minnesotahospice.com to get more information. All right, Jennifer. Now, if people want to get a hold of you or put an order in or have more questions about the great menu that you have that I hope we get a chance to talk about, what's the best way for people to learn more about Green Mill of Lakeville?
The best way to learn about our menu or different ordering services, you can go directly to Lakeville at greenmill.com. There you can find our address, our phone number, our full menu. You can actually even place an order for delivery, takeout with the option to do curbside takeout as well. There are several different options, or you can directly call the store at 952-435-8100. Visit us on Facebook or Instagram, where we will post things daily of different promotions or specials or new menu items for that day as well.
So there's several ways to do this, and I'm on the website right now looking at it, and it makes it very simple to place an order and get great service.
Yep.
Now, whenever I've called in, I just called in last night because my son had his birthday, so we were thinking, what do you guys want for for the birthday with some kids coming over? Green Mill, Dad, let's get Green Mill pizza. So it makes it really simple. I just call in, they say, what's your phone number? They know who I am.
Yep.
And place the order, and you guys always have it ready before I even get there because I was going to make a stop on the way to your store, and the food's always ready when I get there, and because your staff is so friendly. They are you do a great job of managing that store there. So, all right, well, we're going to talk more about that. But Green Mill, not everybody's familiar with Green Mill, even though they've been around for a long time.
Yes.
Why don't you give us a little background about Green Mill and then the Green Mill that you manage and is a part of your management. Give us some background on Green Mill.
Yeah, Green Mill actually began in 1935 in St. Paul and is still the oldest licensed pub in St. Paul. Through many decades, Green Mill has expanded into over 20 locations in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Kansas. It has received numerous awards from Twin Cities publications. The Green Mill in Lakeville has been a community staple in the city of Lakeville for 16 years, first opening in January of 2005. In 2015, it was purchased by Corpy Restaurant Group and is locally operated by the owner, Tobin Corpy. Corpy Restaurant Group owns 2 other locations, which are in Eden Prairie and Albert Lea. Yeah,
and you're also kind of helping manage the Eden Prairie one right now, in addition to Lakeville, right?
Yes.
So we've only got a couple minutes here in this segment, but give us a sense of, you guys have such a focus on community. And we'll talk more about this in the next segment, but I want to let people know about how committed you guys are and your ownership to really serving the community. Talk about some of the promotions or some of the great things that you guys do to help with just that engagement with the community. I know the community supported you guys during this last year, and you can talk about that a little bit too as well.
Yeah, no, the Lakeville community has been awesome. Throughout from the first shutdown to when we opened again to the second shutdown, they have fully supported us, and we do everything we can to give back to our community as well through youth sports at Lakeville North and Lakeville South. We've done plenty of pasta feeds, pizza feeds, donated for their coupons to be able to raise money for their organization, their sport. And hopefully soon we'll be able to have pasta feeds and that back in the restaurant like we used to do. We also do give back nights where we, on Mondays and Tuesdays, all of our gross sales, 15% of it will go back to their organization to raise money, whether it's they're going on a school trip, uniforms. We also have Lakeville Hockey Association that does pull tabs at our restaurant that raises money directly for youth sports and hockey.
Yeah, in fact, I see whenever I stop by your restaurant, I see there's always something going on. And even just recently, since the reopening, it's just been great to see the activity. I mean, it was so discouraging driving by there and seeing no cars in the parking lot. And you guys are right at the corner of a mall area, so you're very visible to people driving by. And on Kenwood Trail there, Highway 50. There's like 70,000 cars a day go by there, some crazy number. And it was just disheartening to see you guys not being open and the lights on and the Green Mill sign lit up and knowing that we couldn't get in there and have a chance to sample some of the great food you guys have. So this has been great. You guys have been open for a few weeks. What's been the biggest challenge in reopening again? I know this is the second time you've reopened, but what were some of the big challenges that you guys had to face? I'm sure getting schedules and people kind of back into the swing of things.
Definitely staffing, scheduling, making sure we're prepared to open. That's for the health and safety of our guests, our staff. Run into a lot of obstacles and making sure our guests are aware of the precautions we have to take and need them to take when they're dining in our establishment. And that's because we want to stay open. We want to be open. We want people there. We love having people in the restaurant, and we just have to make sure we're providing a great environment for them. And it's been a struggle with the restrictions. But we know they're necessary because we want to stay open and make sure everyone's healthy.
Well, we'll talk more about that because I want to make sure we delve into that a little bit here in the next couple segments. But it's time for a short break. The music is cueing us out. We'll be right back to continue our conversation with Jennifer Beege. She is the general manager of Green Mill Restaurant and Bar in Lakeville, Minnesota. So please stop by there and check it out. If you have any questions for Jennifer, please give us a call, 952-946-6205, or text me at 612-999-3426. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well. I'm Ken Hagelin. Please stay with us. All right, folks, welcome back. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well, where we talk about your health and ways to improve your quality of life. My name is Ken Hagelin, and joining me today is Jennifer Beege. She is the general manager of Green Mill Restaurant and Bar in Lakeville, Minnesota. And we've been talking about the importance of the service industry and some of the unique aspects that have occurred during the 2020 year and how they are impacting the reopening of not only her restaurant, but restaurants across Minnesota and across the country. If you have any questions for Jennifer, please give us a call, 952-946-6205, or you can text us at 612-999-3426. Before we return to our conversation with Jennifer, I want to mention that this show is sponsored in part by the group at Episcopal Homes. They have a program called Neighbor Care. And if you or someone you know is struggling to maintain living independently or is considering a move to an assisted living community, please call Neighbor Care first. So if you are in the urban core of St. Paul, near the Episcopal Homes campus, this is a great program to consider. Now, Neighbor Care is a new kind of in-home support service that's more affordable than traditional home care providers. This innovative new home care support service is designed to help older adults remain independent by making in-home support services just more affordable and accessible. Care professionals can help with daily tasks in smaller time increments, even multiple times each day as needed. So this unique support service is offered 24 hours a day by Episcopal Homes in St. Paul. For more than 125 years, Episcopal Homes has been serving the Twin Cities and understands the importance of a safe and supportive home environment. Neighbor Care is currently providing these services near the Episcopal Homes campus in the urban core of St. Paul. If you have any questions about this unique service, call Karen Vento at 651-444-40000. Once again, Karen Vento at Episcopal Homes, 651-444-4000, to see if Neighbor Care of Episcopal Homes is available in your neighborhood. All right, Jennifer, remind us again, because people always will ask me, how do I get a hold of Jennifer's Lakeville Green Mill location, and how do I order food? And I'll get all these great questions after the show. So let's remind folks how they can contact you guys.
Absolutely. The easiest way is to go to Lakeville at greenmill.com directly, where you can find our full menu. You can order delivery, you can order takeout, curbside pickup, or you can give us a call directly at the restaurant at 952-435-8100. You can also visit our Facebook page or Instagram.
All right, great. And I used that yesterday, and it was great. Whenever I call in, they just ask for my phone number, and they say, "Oh, Ken, how can we help you?" And they do a great job. So I've been a big fan of your guys for a long time. And again, it's one of the staples in the Lakeville community. And because my son is in the Lakeville hockey program, I know you guys do a great job of help supporting Lakeville hockey as well as other sports in the community. So very, very community-oriented restaurant. And that brings me to a question. People think it's a corporately owned organization, right, that runs these. And that is not true. This is a very locally owned, community-focused organization. Tell us more about that.
Yeah. The biggest misperception is that Green Mill is a chain or corporate restaurant. We are actually a franchise and has a corporate support staff. However, Green Mill Lakeville is independently owned and operated by a local Lakeville family. Another common misconception is that restaurants are easy to run, therefore very lucrative. But on the contrary, the restaurant business is extremely complicated with a delicate balance of labor and cost of goods. Meanwhile, while maintaining large buildings, large kitchen equipment, and evolving technology to ensure smooth operations, not to mention continuous menu development, training, staffing, with all of that to balance, a restaurant's profitability is highly unpredictable.
Especially this last year.
Yes.
So tell us, I know you guys have really focused on safety as well as every organization outside of the restaurant industry. I mean, we've had to do it in our business, and all the business owners I know do the same thing. It's been a major, major task. And I know you guys take that safety so important with both your staff and the customers. Again, I've been in there. I think I was your first customer coming back on January 11th.
Yep.
I said, when are you opening up? He said, 11 o'clock or whatever it was on that Monday morning. And I said, well, give me a reservation because I'm going to take some of my staff there. And it was great. You guys did a great job of taking good care of us. And I always know when I bring either a new an interview or a business associate or a colleague, I just know I'm going to get great service. And your team is phenomenal there. And we've taken out, we've dined in, we've done it all with you guys. So I really appreciate that. But tell us a little bit more maybe about, I know people are always curious, well, what are the safety precautions that you are required to do? You just can't walk in there like you used to a restaurant anymore. You have to wear a mask and you have to distance. Yep. And could you go through those for us briefly, just so people understand, what it's like walking back into the Green Mill restaurant in Lakeville?
Yeah, absolutely. Masks are required unless you are eating or drinking. A reservation is also required. And we ask people to make those so we can ensure that we are staffed properly for the day. We are continuously cleaning, sanitizing every 15, 30, and 60 minutes. And we also require all of our employees to take a health check before their shift every single day. And there are certain requirements that if they check that off the list, they are not allowed to come back to work that day until they are seen by a healthcare professional. So we take it very, very seriously to make sure that everyone is safe, from our staff to our guests in the community that choose to dine with us or order takeout from us.
Okay. And you guys were very innovative in the fact that you guys quickly converted from this kind of focus on in-dining experience last March 16th in 2020, and you guys quickly adapted to takeout and delivery. Tell us a little bit about that process and how that kind of sustained you guys through this last year.
Yeah, absolutely. We were fortunate enough to have a pretty good takeout and delivery business before all of this started to happen. We have our own delivery service that is our own employees that we staff, as well as DoorDash, Grubhub as well. But we switched to curbside. We got signs for guests, so they don't even have to leave their vehicle to pick up from us. We offer contactless delivery. We had to kind of completely rechange everything to make our guests safe, us safe, and to make us last through the months of the shutdown.
Yeah,
and we were happy we were able to make it.
Yeah, no. When we listen as a neighboring business, we were also very concerned about not only your business but other restaurants. Because if you lose that, you lose some vitality in your community. And like I said, you guys are an extension of us because I'm using you guys all the time there for meetings. We're grabbing food to bring into for a morning for a lunch or something, or we're bringing people over to your restaurant. So I mean, it just helps facilitate business and socialization and interaction. So it's just great to see you guys. And I just love helping to support you guys, on the show here and promote what you guys are doing. Tell us, what is it like when people walk into your place? Because it is fun. It's got got good energy. It serves families. It serves all kinds of different people for different reasons. But tell us about the environment. You got TVs and you got all these things going on. It's a lot of fun to walk in there and see. Wow, they're like huge big screen TVs. Always got sports on, and it's a great energy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We are a family restaurant. We offer over 60 high-quality, made-from-scratch menu items. Our atmosphere supports traditional family dining, large groups, when permitted by current regulations, of course, and sports teams. We offer a large dining room, full bar, and over 12 big-screen TVs, an exciting sports atmosphere, but most importantly, quality food and genuine service.
Now, you do have a great menu, and one of the nice things I like about it when I bring people over is you got something for everybody. Maybe we only have a couple minutes here in this next segment. In this segment, tell us a little bit about the selections you have. I mean, you guys have seafood and pastas, and I mean, when people think of Green Mill, they think of pizza. Mm-hmm. But you have a lot more than pizza.
We do. We have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
From pastas to sandwiches to wings, pizzas, desserts. There's a variety of different options. We even have burgers, walleye, and there's something for everybody on our menu.
Well, and you also take health seriously too in your menu items.
Yep.
You have like a Healthy Fit program, or tell us a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, we have an Eating Fit item, which is calorie conscious in the way we make it to the ingredients involved in it. We have a chicken asparagus stir fry bowl, a chicken stir fry salad, which are two of one of our most popular items, which are currently staples on our menu. They're great items, and you can't go wrong with having a great item and eating healthy at the same time.
Well, and even for people that have food sensitivities, you've got gluten-free options as well.
Yep, gluten-free crust options, gluten-free buns, gluten-free pasta. Yeah.
And tell us about the take and bake option.
Yeah, take and bake pizza, that is a lot of fun. We actually have two different options for this as well. We have a take and bake build your own pizza kit where you can take home dough balls, all the toppings, sauce, and bake it right at home and actually make the pizza with the kids. Or if you don't want to, dive in and make your own pizza, we will set everything up for you, and all you have to do is pop it in the oven.
Wow. And how long have you had that going on?
We've had take and bakes for the entire time, and then we started the build your own pizza packs last summer. Okay. Something for the kids to do, family night.
Yeah, no, exactly. But it engages them, gets them off the screens and doing something with their hands. And
absolutely. And they love it.
Yeah, they have some idea where food comes from. Okay, and let's talk about you've got just a ton of drink options, both for kids and for adults. Mm-hmm. You guys custom make your own cocktails, right? Or do you?
Yeah, we have a variety of specialty cocktails. We have a full service bar.
Yeah.
There's from tap beers to specialty cocktails to wine. You can really get a little bit of anything that you want. So.
Yeah. I know one of the things, one of the articles that just was released here recently is that restaurants are looking forward to being able to have takeout of cocktails, because that's been a huge opportunity that's kind of been lost in this. What are you guys hearing, or what are you thinking about the specialty cocktails being a takeout item as well?
I'm not really sure. We didn't really do a lot of it when we could do wine and beer. We did it for convenience of the guest if they asked. It's just it's not as, we're good at the food side of things. Yeah. We're good at drinks as well, and we like it when people are dining with us and joining drinks, from my perspective of things. Just something about them, taking them with them it's not the same as them enjoying it in our atmosphere with us.
And the whole point is to socialize and to have that. But I know because the liquor store stayed open while you guys were closed, and it was just a redirection of a lot of business. But anyway, I'm hearing the music, Jennifer. We're going to have to start winding this segment down. Folks, if you have any questions for us, be sure and give us a call. We're at 952-946-6205, and you can text us at 612-999-3426. We are talking to Jennifer Biggie. She is the general manager of Green Mill Restaurant and Bar in Lakeville, Minnesota. And we're talking about the importance of the service industry in our communities and, of course, her passion for hospitality. And she does a great job. She's been so fun to work with my team and all the different things we have going on with lunches and things. So if you have any questions, please give us a call. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well. My name is Ken Haglund. Please stay with us. Welcome back, folks. You are listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well, where we talk about your health and your life. and ways to improve you and your loved ones' quality of life. My name is Ken Haglund, and joining me today is Jennifer Beege. She is the General Manager of Green Mill Restaurant and Bar in Lakeville, Minnesota. And we are talking about the importance of this service industry of hospitality and how it's been hit hard this last year, but folks like Jennifer are doing their best to make this a good comeback year in 2021. If you have any questions for Jennifer, this is the last segment. Give us a call, 952-946-6205, or you can text us at 612-999-3426. Hey, I want to remember to mention many of our listeners are calling in about the Active Pure technology that I use here in the studio to help keep the studio disinfected both in the air and on the surfaces. It's amazing technology. It's been developed by NASA to keep the astronauts safe, and now it's being used now in hospitals and clinics and senior communities, restaurants, schools, and anywhere people gather. This portable air filtration system does reduce contaminants such as pollutants, allergens, bacteria, and so important, viruses such as influenza and COVID-19. So if you have any questions about this, give the folks at Minnesota Health Institute a call. They are here to serve you guys if you have questions. Now, this can be used in both home and at work. I've got units at home. I've got them in the office at work. I've got it here at the studio. They're great, and they make the room smell good, and just knowing you're protected gives you peace of mind. So if you have any questions about that, call the Minnesota Health Institute at 952-270-0345, and they'll give you a free, no-obligation demonstration of the technology, and you would be glad you did. It gives you peace of mind knowing that you've got this disinfectant going on all 24 hours a day, and making sure your home is safe or your work environment is safe. So once again, if you have any questions, call them at 952-270-0345. All right, Jennifer, we have one more segment left here. Only a few minutes left to talk about the great work that you are doing and the great involvement of the Green Mill in Lakeville and how they're just doing such a great job of supporting the community. And I know you've been just so grateful for the community support for your organization when there was no dine-in for those several months in 2020. People did step up and did the takeout and the call-in and the curbside pickups and helped to keep you guys going. I know you guys helped keep the community going, so they have a chance to just get out and get some great food from you guys. Remind us again a little bit about some of the community things that you guys do to help support the community.
We are very committed to our community and schools, providing easy-to-execute fundraising events and opportunities to help eligible nonprofit organizations raise funds. We have two types of fundraisers, Green Mill for Good and frozen food sales. Our Green Mill for Good program dedicates Mondays and Tuesdays to organizations to receive 15% of our daily sales donated directly back to their participating group. Unlike any other fundraiser, we do the work, you just show up. The success of the fundraiser is directly reflected on your group getting the word out. Secondly, we offer frozen food sales from the Green Mill Foods brands. Organizations will sell our brand products like wings, pasta sauces, frozen pizzas, and soups, and we receive the cut of the sales straight back to their organization. If you'd like to apply for a fundraiser, date for your organization, or learn about upcoming fundraisers, you can contact us directly. And being involved in the community, especially now when it comes to our high school students, their world has changed. Their senior year did not probably look as it should have looked for them. And that's why we wanted to do whatever we could, from, feeding them a meal before a big game now that they're finally back in sports, donating to them so they can have some sense of normalcy that they haven't been able to experience with not even be able to go to school because they've been doing online, and everything's just not the same. And we wanted to give them something to look forward to.
Well, I know people will stop by our house and be offering you're on the packet of coupons.
Yep.
I always see Green Mill there. You guys are always big in proponents of that, and so that's been great. In the last couple of minutes here, where do you see things going from here? Over the next few years, where do you see the restaurant industry going? Do you see changes? What are you guys looking at in terms of both the Lakeville Green Mill restaurant itself, but also maybe the industry at large?
Yeah, in the next 5 years, we plan to continue investing into our Lakeville community. We hope to grow our business safely post-COVID, also to offer more full-time jobs in our store. We plan to renovate our restaurant soon to refresh our look and update our brand overall. We are always looking for the next opportunity to grow our company by expanding or adding more locations. We also, the way I see the service industry going is I think the takeout and delivery business will stay strong for, the next couple of years to come, and that's why redoing the way you did things is going to help secure the business to when, a few years from now things will hopefully be back to normal.
Right. Well, there's a human desire to socialize, yes. And we've seen it in our business is the need for people to get together and just sharing of ideas, sharing of innovation. I mean, ideas and creativity come from talking mm-hmm. to people. I had a great meeting with a wonderful gentleman named Larry yesterday at a restaurant that just opened up as well. And again, it was something. It was a conversation that we just never could have had over the phone mm-hmm. or over Zoom or over text yes. or email. It's just something about eating and getting together over food that's been around for thousands of years, and it's just never going to go away because it's just such an innate part of the human nature. Mm-hmm. So, and in the last couple of minutes here, or last 30 seconds, tell us about, you guys are really big in catering. You yes. can't do a lot of it now, but I know you guys have some great services. Tell us about that. Yeah, we actually have an extensive catering department with a vast variety of services. We have including full-service dinners for wedding receptions, reunions, graduations, or parties. We offer full on-site bar service staffed with professional, experienced bartenders and servers. We can also provide catering services for large company luncheons. We have box lunches, which are all individually packed, that we can deliver directly to you. For more information on catering, you can contact us directly. And we've used those box lunches, and those are great. Mm-hmm. Everyone has their own individual thing. Now, you guys are great at also doing the large stuff as well. In the past, we get these big salad bowls and get these big kind of group things. Mm-hmm. But also, you can do the same thing for individuals. Yep. And so you really can create a real customized approach for lunches or dinners or whatever the person needs. So we've really enjoyed that. All right. We're done. Jennifer. Awesome. Oh, my gosh. We're nearing the end of the show here. I want to thank Jennifer Beege. She's the general manager of Green Mill Restaurant and Bar in Lakeville, Minnesota. And we've been talking about the hospitality industry and her background. And listen, folks, if you are in the South Metro, Burnsville, Dakota County, Lakeville area, you got to stop by and say hi to Jennifer and check out the Green Mill Restaurant. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Please contact us with any questions or comments you have regarding today's conversation. You can always reach us by phone or text 24/7 at 612-999-3426. Please join us again next Saturday at noon for another live broadcast. And thank you for listening to Living Healthy and Aging Well, where we talk about your health and your life. Until next time, live well.